A Porsche dealer once quoted an owner $5,000 for a brake job that an independent specialist finished for a fraction of that price. Gaps like this repeat across almost every service your car will ever need, and they add up to somewhere between $3,000 and $7,500 over 5 years of ownership. This is the only Porsche maintenance schedule you'll ever need. Number 16. The 10,000-mile rhythm every Porsche follows. Here's the good news first. Almost every model the factory builds follows one simple, memorable rhythm. The rhythm goes like this: a routine service every 10,000 miles or once a year, whichever comes first. Your first intermediate service at 20,000 miles and your first major service at 40,000. A 911, a Cayenne, a Macan, a Panamera, a 718. They all dance to this same beat, and every quote you ever receive should be measured against it. Why does this matter? Because the biggest mistake owners make is not skipping maintenance. It is doing maintenance blind. Know the rhythm, and you can look at any quote and instantly see what belongs there and what was quietly added on top. One detail hides in that phrase, whichever comes first. Even at 4,000 miles a year, your service is still due annually because time degrades oil, brake fluid, and rubber just as surely as miles do. So say it 3 times: 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. GT engines play by their own rules. Number 15. The GT exception you must burn into memory. There is one exception to the rhythm, and it is expensive to miss: the GT models. If you drive a GT3, a GT3 RS, or a GT2 RS, your high-revving engine lives a much harder life, and the factory tightens the interval accordingly. The routine service drops from 10,000 miles to 6,000, or once a year. That is not a suggestion. That is the price of an engine that screams past 9,000 revolutions per minute and still holds together for decades. A GT owner applying the standard 10,000-mile habit is running 2/3 longer than the factory intended on the engine family that tolerates neglect the least. So the rule splits cleanly in two. Standard models, 10,000 miles or 1 year. GT models, 6,000 miles or 1 year. If your Porsche wears a GT badge, write the shorter number into your schedule permanently. Next, what your yearly visit actually includes. Number 14. Every 10,000 miles, the regular service. Now we fill in the skeleton, starting with the visit you will see most often, the regular service, every 10,000 miles or 1 year. This is the foundation, and it is deliberately simple: an oil and filter change, a tire rotation, and a full multi-point safety inspection covering your brakes, fluids, battery, and over time your cabin and engine air filters. Done consistently, this single visit prevents most of the horror stories you read online, because almost every large Porsche repair began life as a small finding nobody was looking for. The inspection is where the real value hides. Trained eyes catch the weeping hose and the aging belt while they are still cheap findings instead of roadside events. Treat this visit as non-negotiable, and the rest of the schedule becomes dramatically less eventful. Year 2 adds the fluid nobody remembers. Number 13. Every 20,000 miles, the intermediate service. At 20,000 miles or 2 years comes the intermediate service. Everything from the regular service plus 3 additions that owners forget constantly. First, and most important, a brake fluid flush, because Porsche's factory rule is every 2 years regardless of mileage. Brake fluid pulls moisture out of the air whether you drive or not, and moisture is exactly the failure you never notice until a long descent asks the system for everything it has. Second, a fresh cabin air filter. And third, lubrication of the parts people forget exist: the sunroof mechanism and the door hinges, which never fail loudly but slowly stiffen and wear when ignored. Plenty of owners assume light use means light maintenance, and the 2-year items disagree. Mark this service by date as much as by distance, and it will never catch you out. Soon comes the visit with the invoice. Number 12. Every 30,000 to 40,000 miles, the major service. Every 30,000 to 40,000 miles, or 3 to 4 years, comes the comprehensive visit, the one with the biggest invoice and the biggest payoff. Here is what happens. Spark plugs are replaced, the transmission fluid is serviced, the engine coolant is changed, the engine air filter is renewed, and the car gets a proper inspection of its wear items: hoses, motor mounts, suspension bushings. On 911 models, this stage also includes drive belt inspection or replacement and a fuel filter check. Yes, this is the expensive appointment, and knowing that in advance is the advantage. You can see it coming years away, budget for it, and shop quotes for it. Notice the cost curve across the schedule: cheap, frequent visits, fluid-adding visits, and the rare, heavy one. See that pattern once, and you can predict your next 3 invoices before anyone writes them. Lifetime fluid is about to get exposed. Number 11. The 6-year items and the PDK truth. And then the long game: advanced maintenance every 6 years, protecting the most expensive components you own. Manual cars get a transmission oil change. PDK and automatic cars get final drive fluid, automatic transmission fluid, a new fluid filter, and differential fluid service, with PDK planned between 40,000 and 60,000 miles, depending on model and how hard you drive. Notice what this schedule quietly admits: transmission fluid is real maintenance with real intervals. If anyone tells you the fluid is sealed for life, measure that claim against the factory's own 6-year items. So check your records now, and if the last transmission service reads never on a car past these thresholds, that is your first appointment to book. A protected gearbox shifts crisply for hundreds of thousands of miles. A neglected one becomes a 5-figure conversation. If you found this video helpful already, you'll definitely enjoy my ebook. You can get it through the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on the screen. The limited time offer ends soon, so don't miss out. And don't forget to subscribe. Number 10. The 911 and Panamera schedules. Now the model-specific details, because your exact car bends the schedule in ways that matter. Start with the 911 and the Panamera. Both largely mirror the standard rhythm, so the 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 pattern is your map with no surprises. The one stop to circle is the 911's 30,000-mile visit, because it is the busy one. Coolant, brake fluid, and transmission fluid changes, alongside spark plugs, the air filter, and the fuel filter check. That is a long list landing in a single appointment, and it is the visit to budget for well in advance if you own a 911. And because you know which visit is the heavy one, you can quote it at multiple shops before it is due and walk in with the price settled, routinely paying hundreds less than owners who discover the scope at the service counter. Same body, different engine, different schedule next. Number 9. The 718 split that catches owners constantly. The 718 Cayman and Boxster split their maintenance plan by engine, and this single detail catches people over and over. If you have a turbocharged 4-cylinder, your spark plugs are due at 30,000 miles. If you have one of the naturally aspirated flat 6 variants, the GTS 4.0, the GT4, the GT4 RS, or the Spider, the plugs push out to 40,000 miles, because those engines run higher revolutions with less stress per mile. Same body, same badge, and a 10,000-mile difference in a core service item, decided entirely by what sits behind the seats. So know which engine you drive, exactly, and file your plug interval accordingly. The schedule follows the engineering, not the badge. Your SUV reads from its own script. Number 8. Cayenne and Macan, the same beat with one twist. The Cayenne and the Macan follow the same 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 rhythm as the 911. But the Macan adds one twist worth knowing before the invoice arrives. The Macan's 40,000-mile major service includes a full inspection of the electrical system, the interior, the exterior lighting, and the undercarriage. If your Macan quote looks slightly bigger at 40,000 miles than you expected, that is why, and it is legitimate. The extra scope is part of the factory schedule, not a dealer invention. The whole skill of reading a quote is separating what the factory prescribes from what someone hoped you would not question. And the Macan's expanded inspection sits firmly in the first category. Pay it without complaint, and save your scrutiny for line items that appear nowhere in the maintenance booklet. Electric Porsches skip half of this entirely. Number 7. Taycan and Macan Electric, a different game. And then the electric cars change the game completely in the friendliest way possible. The Taycan and the Macan Electric skip engine oil and spark plugs entirely, so they run a longer interval. every 20,000 miles or 2 years. Their service visits focus on brake fluid, cabin filters, cooling system checks, high-voltage cable inspection, and software updates. Half the visits of a combustion car and none of the oil. It is one of the quietest financial arguments for going electric. Half the appointments and half the routine invoices. But electric does not mean maintenance-free. Brake fluid still absorbs moisture on the same 2-year chemistry, and high-voltage inspections belong with trained hands. Fewer visits, different visits, but visits all the same. And 2-year intervals are precisely the ones memory loses first. Specialists whisper a different number for oil. Number 6, the oil change truth specialists tell their friends. Now beyond the owner's manual, because there is a gap between the factory answer on oil changes and what specialists actually do with their own cars. The official line. For most models, factory guidance allows 10,000 to 15,000 miles between oil changes, or once a year, and modern synthetic oil supports that under ideal conditions. But ask a specialist what they actually recommend, and you get different numbers. Water-cooled 911s. 7,500 to 8,000 miles. Boxster and Cayman, 7,500. And any Porsche seeing regular track use drops to 5,000 to 7,500 miles, because heat and sustained high revolutions punish oil far faster than commuting ever will. The logic is simple. The factory interval asks how long the oil can survive. The specialist interval asks how long it protects like new. So the rule: gentle road use, follow the factory interval. Spirited driving, shorten towards 7,500. Track days, treat 5,000 miles as your ceiling. An oil change is the cheapest insurance your engine will ever get. Real numbers make budgeting finally possible next. Number 5, the real annual cost of every model tier. Now actual numbers, because you cannot budget against vague warnings. These are realistic annual ranges, assuming a good independent specialist and no major failures. For most combustion models, the 911, the Cayenne, the Macan, and the 718 plan on $1,000 to $2,500 in a routine service year, rising to $2,000 to $4,500 in a major service year. That is the honest baseline of Porsche ownership. Not cheap, but predictable. And predictable is what matters. By tier, a base 911 or Cayenne runs roughly $1,500 to $3,500 a year. A turbo tier 911 or 718 runs $2,500 to $5,000, and a GT3 tier car runs $4,000 to $7,000 on the street, climbing to $7,000 to $15,000 if tracked regularly, because track time accelerates every consumable on the car. And once you know your tier, every quote either fits the pattern or demands an explanation, line by line. Numbers are your armor. Supercar upkeep is a different sport entirely. Number 4, the Carrera GT, where the math changes sports. At the very top of the range, the numbers stop being maintenance and start being a lifestyle decision, and the Carrera GT is the perfect illustration. Ownership runs $8,000 to $25,000 or more per year at qualified independent specialists, and when its clutch eventually needs replacement, that single job costs $18,000 to $28,000, priced like an entire good used car. Nobody buys a Carrera GT by accident, but those figures explain why so few get driven. The lesson travels down the range. Maintenance cost scales with engineering extremity, not badge prestige. For most viewers, this chapter is calibration. When your GT3's $5,000 year feels heavy, the Carrera GT's baseline puts it in perspective. And at this altitude, the seller's service folder is the most important page of any listing. Sometimes the dealer actually deserves your money. Number 3, when you actually should use the dealer. Everything so far has pointed you away from the dealership, so let's be fair, because sometimes the dealer is genuinely the right call. Situation 1. Recall and campaign work. This must legally be performed at a dealer, and it is free. Porsche covers the entire cost. Situation 2. A brand new car still under its basic factory warranty. Dealer service during this window simplifies any warranty claim, and on many new cars, a prepaid maintenance plan already covers those early services anyway, so going independent would save money you are not actually spending. Situation 3. Certified pre-owned cars, whose warranty may carry specific dealer service requirements. Those terms live in your agreement, so read it before booking anywhere else. Beyond those, the dealer also makes sense for software updates that have not yet reached independent diagnostic systems. And that gives you a clean rule of thumb. Dealer for recalls, warranty claims, and software updates independents cannot perform yet. Independent specialist for everything else. That one sentence, applied consistently, is worth thousands over an ownership. One driveway habit cuts your bill in half. Number 2, the DIY layer. For confident owners. If you are willing to pick up basic tools, one more layer of savings sits on top of everything so far, and it is bigger than most people expect. Going do-it-yourself on the basics, oil and filter changes, and the simple inspection work around them, brings routine maintenance down to roughly $500 to $800 per year. Against the 4-figure routine years we covered, the math speaks for itself. Same oil, same filter, same result, minus the labor rate. And a Porsche rewards this more than most cars because doing the work forces you to look at the car. While the oil drains, you see the weeping hose before it leaks and the uneven tire before it ruins an alignment. Specialists catch these things because they look. Now you are looking too. 2 rules keep this layer safe. Use exactly the oil grade and filter the factory specifies, and document everything, because a documented Porsche is always worth more than a mystery. Start with an oil change. If you enjoy it, grow from there. The biggest savings of all are still waiting. Number 1. Dealer versus independent, where the thousands actually live. And now the number 1 entry, the decision that delivers on this title's promise. Choosing an independent Porsche specialist for everything the dealer does not genuinely need to do. Look at the same services priced side by side. An annual minor service runs $600 to $900 at a dealer, versus $350 to $550 at an independent. That is $250 to $350 saved every single year. The major 40,000-mile service runs $2,000 to $3,500 at a dealer, versus $1,200 to $2,200 independently, a saving of $800 to $1,300 in one visit. PDK service, $800 to $1,200 at the dealer, $500 to $800 independently. Even a simple brake fluid flush drops from $250 to $400 down to $150 to $250. Same work, same schedule, very different invoice. Why the gap? 3 reasons. Labor rates. Independents charge $140 to $180 per hour. Dealers run $200 to $350. Parts. Independents source the same original equipment quality components, Brembo brakes, Sachs suspension, LUK clutch parts, at wholesale instead of dealer retail markup. And least visible. Dealership service advisors often work on commission, incentivized to sell the full generic schedule, regardless of what your car needs that day. One real owner story ties it together. A 718 Boxster owner was quoted $3,000 for a 60,000-mile service plus an oil change at a dealer. An independent shop completed identical work for $2,000. One phone call, $1,000. So here is your complete playbook in a single breath. Learn the 10,000, 20,000, 40,000 rhythm. Respect the GT exception. Know your model's quirks and your engine's plug interval. Shorten your oil interval if you drive hard. Use the dealer for recalls and warranty work. Do the basics yourself if you enjoy it, and hand everything else to a trusted independent specialist. Do that, and over 5 years you keep $3,000 to $7,500 that would otherwise have vanished into a service department, while your Porsche runs exactly the way the factory intended.